Hello, happy bros. Hey, you're about to get a face full of the Kenn Bosak. He's a mentor. That's what I heard. He's a connector. Oh yeah. He's a brilliant leader. I've seen it. He's Kenn Bosak. Oh, happy bro. You gotta get some Bitcoin and hold it. Happy bros. You gotta get those NFTs and you gotta hodl that stuff. You gotta hodl it. 'Cause I'm Kenn bro. We got your Bitcoin, bro. He's an original. Buy some NFTs and hold them. How many times does he have to tell you? Going to the moon. We're going to the moon. We're going to the moon. We're going to the moon. Going to the moon. We're going to the moon. We're gonna get real high. 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 Yeah, we're going to the moon. We're going to the moon. Bro, we're going to the moon. Oh yeah, we're going to the moon. We're gonna get real high. Real high. Yep. Real high. Hello, happy bros. Come get some Kenn Bosak.
There are many different ways to buy Bitcoin, but the cheapest and fastest way to buy Bitcoin with cash is with a coin flip Bitcoin ATM. Coin flip ATMs allow anyone to buy Bitcoin with the lowest fees and within just a few steps. Hi, I'm Amy, and I'm one of the hundreds of store owners who partner with CoinFlip. In this convenient store, we host a coin flip Bitcoin ATM. We earn passive income, more foot traffic, and we get free advertising done by the CoinFlip team. Getting the ATM was easy. We just contact the CoinFlip team at info@coinflip.tech, and they handle everything with no cost to the store owner. This includes installation, maintenance, marketing, and even 24/7 customer service. We just provide a small space within the store. To get your own CoinFlip Bitcoin ATM and join the monetary revolution, contact CoinFlip today. info@coinflip.tech or fill out the form at request.coinflip.tech. 773-800-0106.
Oh, we're gonna get high. We're going to the moon. Hey, how goes it, bros? Thanks, everybody.
It goes.
Wow, how goes it, bro?
Oh, man, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day indeed. I got my theme song from M Blue and Corey. So shout out to Uplift. Woo! I can't wait to mint that bitch.
And you got this new mint #1. If you want to talk about that.
Yeah, I mean, I got these. You know, haters will say they're photoshopped. But yeah, I got 2 boxes of the big boys. The ones that you're seeing people buy, the tin cans, they have like less than half of what I got in these boxes right here. So I got 2 of these boxes. debating on whether or not to open one of them on this here live stream. So if you guys in the
Ooh.
stream, if you're watching this, if you guys want to try and convince me, I'll open a box and I'll give away the fucking NFT inside if we can get like 100 people watching this live stream today. Because that'd be cool.
Do it. Get this word out. Come on.
But I did buy a mint number 1 pack, so shout out to my co-host Nathan over here who helped me pick that up. I appreciate it, bro. All my wax is locked up staking. I'm staking like 200,000 plus wax right now, and I definitely didn't have enough on hand to sweep that mint number 1 Garbage Pail Kids pack that was on the market. But I got it through Nathan, through by proxy. So if the IRS is watching, it's him.
Yeah, everything's in my name, right?
Yeah.
Everything in my. He puts everything in his mom's name, my name.
Why
John.
do you think I brought you on as the co-host, bro? You're my new flunky.
I'm the bro host, and
You're the fall guy, bro.
The bro host.
Whenever anything goes wrong from here on out, guys, I'm blaming Nathan. So, just so you know, I have a scapegoat. I mean, a co-host.
I do a lot of dumb shit too, so it's probably like people are gonna believe you. They're gonna be like, "That sounds right. That sounds good."
Our guest today is none other than John Kafafi himself, aka Crypto Quandary. He was speaking at a Bitcoin meetup last night that I got to attend. That was really cool to see you up on stage rocking the mic. And there was like 30-something people there IRL coming out to learn about NFTs, and I saw you there, you know, talking to a lot of people, bro. Like, seriously, I saw the hustle and I appreciate it. Maybe talk a little bit about that and, you know, why they had you speak about NFTs at the event because of the books and all that.
Sure. They just, a lot of people that were not into the, and you know, either into crypto at all were there. Then the question came up about NFTs, and everybody had questions. You know, what is an NFT? What's the difference between a JPEG and an NFT? They're trying to really see the value in NFTs and figure it out. So we basically explained, like, you know, if there's OpenSea on Ethereum, then you have Wax, which, you know, you have the Atomic Hub platform on the Wax blockchain, and the different types, you know, you can mint on how, I went over how like the fees are so small on the Wax blockchain to mint these things versus like on Ethereum. But then again, like you always say, Ethereum, what is it? OpenSea is like, that's like the, you know, that's where you would put like your really, you know, you're going to find everything on there that's really expensive. So Wax is more of a, you know, the Atomic Hub platform I was just explaining, it's fun too. It's all about, you know, having fun and, you know, just spreading positive vibes too. But yeah, anybody can mint an NFT. I spoke about how I put my book on the blockchain. Shouts out to you on that. But that was, you know, that was an awesome experience to know that I was the first one to put a book on Atomic Hub, you know, on the Wax blockchain. It's pretty crazy. Like thinking about it, I'm like, geez.
Yeah, and the way you did it was really cool. I didn't have to, like, you know, buy the NFT to unlock a PDF download link or something like they would do on Rarible, which, by the way, is like pro-piracy. I could just like share that link or, you know what I mean, whatever. But the way you kind of did it, it was like almost like a public library book kind of a thing where the book is out there. Anybody that wants to read the book can go and look it up on Atomic Hub and read it. And if they like it enough, they can buy it by buying the NFT. And I thought that was like a really different way of going about it, because I've seen book NFTs before, but that was the first time I've seen every single page of the book was one NFT, but all those pages that were their own NFT was one NFT.
Yeah, I think they came to like 14 or 17, one of those two.
Like 14 different images, yeah.
So, I mean, if you think about it, when you go into a library, like you said, or not even like Barnes & Noble, because a lot of people, you know, used to walk around the mall, stop in Barnes & Noble and check it out. None of their books have locks on them. Like, you can open them up, look at them, you know what I mean? Why?
None of their books have locks on them.
You know? I mean, if you want to sit in Barnes & Noble and read the whole thing, they let you. What are they going to do? I mean,
that's coffee and crumbs in it. There's little grease spots from like where you set your bagel down. Yeah, that's why they don't want it.
That's the thing about the NFT.
Yeah.
You'll never buy my book and have a crumb in it now because it's an NFT.
I don't have to worry about sticky pages either.
No, not at all.
Yeah, that is one sexy book.
Appreciate you.
I
Yeah,
mean that mint one of one that you made me, bro. I really do appreciate it. And the art, I believe, was done by you, eh, Nathan?
yes, that was done
Yeah,
by.
I like helping John with art. I love giving him artwork, and
So I have a piece of Nathan's art as well as a piece of John's work in one NFT, and that is where art and education collab. You know.
Absolutely. Yeah, I did mention that too. I mentioned up there, I said, we did a special edition. There's this regular special edition, the special public edition, which was done by Love is the Answer, and then the one-on-one Kenn Bosak edition. And I said, if you want that, you have to go to Kenn Bosak.
Yeah, Jordan, you're right in the chat. Wax is a gift shop for sure, man. And I love that, I'm seeing a lot of people do free drops and free claims and just like giving their art away and getting it out there because they have realized as artists that, this is actually the first time a technology actually benefited from giving your work away for free, because on the secondary market, due to the smart contracts, you can set a commission fee. So now you can make 10 to 15% or whatever on secondary sales. And I've seen a lot of artists set their work at like 15% commission fee and starting to give away a lot of their art, even the low mints for free. And like they're pretty damn good artists, but they're just like, all right, I can make my income through the secondary sales and the secondary markets, and the just giving it away is a form of business now. It's an actual profitable business model. And that's what artists have been doing forever, bro. Like, you ever walk down the street and see a dope ass sick graffiti mural? That's free art.
Yep. That's how I started. I just started giving it all away because none of it would sell, because I wasn't, established on the scene. I hadn't created any following.
Well,
so my early days, just all art giveaways. And that's how, like, a lot of those people ended up buying my stuff later because they actually liked what I gave them, or, whatever I was doing. So, yeah, even physical art, like, I've given away a ton of stuff.
I've just seen it. It's nice. So much more beneficial to have a community that wants to promote you more than you promote yourself. If you I've seen the people that are doing this, the people that are giving away their art, the people that are getting it for free are like really incentivized to find people that like it and want to buy it from them now. And now from having yourself be the only employee, so to speak, in your collection, you have just made an army of employees. And that's kind of what like Street Fighter did with all their claim drops and airdrops, and that mainstream claiming, giveawaying, and all that. I think that's why I'm seeing a lot of these independent artists follow suit. They saw how that worked out so well for Street Fighter, and this is an even playing field. The battlefield isn't uphill or downhill. It's very plain, and we can do what they can do, and they gave away a shit ton of free shit, and they're making commission fees on the secondary sales. We've seen that they have turned to people that have gotten them into like salesmen, and other artists are realizing that they can just $1 for a piece of my art, and here's just like 100 NFTs, and now you made $100 on the front end, but now they start to sell in the secondary market for $100 each, and you're making 15% commission, and then it's like, I don't know, man. To me, this is what's going to be the disruptor of things like iTunes with the musicians and things like Fiverr with artists.
Yeah,
you'll be able to own
it. I think you're right. There's a way to put out original content where people can't really get it other than you. Finally, it's very hard to pirate something on the blockchain. You can't. I mean, you can maybe like kind of record it on your phone and bootleg it. Like that would bring it back to old school movie theater style bootlegging. But that's a huge start.
I've seen some NFT bootlegging occurring, but because of blacklisting, it doesn't last very long on the marketplaces.
Absolutely.
But again, it can be a bit toxic on the OTC side of things.
But that's the value of building strong community around the art too, because the people in the community will kind of help take care of that, and then the artist or the creator doesn't have to worry about that as much.
Yeah,
There's more
Jordan,
value
you're one of the
in
people
replay.
I'm talking about. I see you in the chat. He says, like, all my
He's like,
NFTs
yeah.
are free. I finally listed my first auction. Congrats, man. So Jordan's first auction and sale is live. Let me see if I can make you a mod, Jordan. You've been around long enough. I can make you a mod in the chat. You can post a link to all of your stuff.
He is. You have him as a mod.
Oh, you are a mod. Dude, that's what I
Yeah.
thought. Yeah, post a link, bro. Show yourself.
Sure.
Show yourself.
So shout out to everybody on Vim.tv. I see you guys. Steve R82, and then you have a shit ton of numbers after your name on this platform. Steve R82.
That's a good strategy for getting remembered too, which is cool.
It's
Let
like
me
it
get
looks
my
like a
name.
public address, that's for sure, but like half of it. It's weird.
Like my name and send me ETH, I guess.
Right, yeah. Well, that's I guess it's how I did with Kenn Bosak.eth, you know.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, it's the same thing, really.
And I refuse to say ETH, and I don't know why it's eth. Like I don't say GIF or GIF. I say GIF. I don't say GIF, even though I know it's GIF. We all know it's GIF. If you go to Google and ask Google to say it out loud, it says GIF.
Yeah. Yeah.
GIF.
But it's not like peanut butter either. I think we
No,
just
but it's
say
GIF
peanut
because
butter.
if you add a T at the end, right, it's gift.
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 Yeah.
Gift. Okay. We don't say knife, and I don't argue with my second grade teacher anymore. But I stand my
literally
ground
say-
on this.
I say canife sometimes just for fun.
Knife.
After that, canife.
Tim Draper Bitcoin will be of course. Eventually, and sometime in 2022. Why not? There's not enough Bitcoin for every millionaire to have one. Doesn't exist. Just not enough.
That's cool.
So if you think it can't get to 250,000, you just haven't seen the Kardashians FOMO yet.
Yeah, and then like a lot of guys like me got it for like $9,000, and they're gonna be like, "What?" Like they'll think that they missed out on something.
Right.
But like a lot of us just knew about it early, and like they're spinning an arm and a leg to get into this.
Bro, you're 9,000. Mine's 400.
It's so cool.
My first Bitcoin was
Whenever I hear that-
$400.
Yeah, dude, that's insane.
I love Bitcoin. And I don't give a shit about the price. Like, that's the thing people don't realize is the price has nothing to do with the quality of the technology at all.
Yeah, that's the thing.
You know, like all the celebrities are talking about how they like, you know, oh, you know what? I think Bitcoin is the future now. Like, you only think that because the value of it has increased. Other than that value, that number on the index, you don't know shit more than you knew when you said Bitcoin was a scam. You have no fucking clue. It's just, oh, number go up, credibility go up. Okay. Like, no, bro, you can't just come into the space going, you know what? NFTs are the future. I always knew it. I've been developing and investigating and researching quietly this whole time. Shut the fuck up, you mainstream posers.
That's the greed. That's the greed creeping in. It's all about price, you know? Because this was just about having a peer-to-peer environment, essentially, at the beginning.
Dude, don't buy any celebrity's NFT until they fucking buy one of yours. That's how I feel. Like, I've been here before. I am the fucking celebrity. You are the fucking nobody here in this house. This is my house. Okay, bro? The CEO of NFTs right here. I don't care who. Oh, you're Lindsay Houhan? Who?
Lindsay Houhan. I don't know.
Lindsay Lou.
Yo, wait until these celebrities buy one of your NFTs. If you're an artist and you've been in this space building it, do not fucking go FOMOing and supporting these fucking culture appropriating crypto fucking poser celebrities that are coming into this space. You know, like I'm not buying a Soulja Boy NFT. Anything that Mark Cuban buys or Gary V, I'm selling. It's like when my dad or mom got into music I was into in middle school. Yeah. You know, like as soon as my mom started listening to like, you know, fucking
Blink-182.
Right, I was just like, oh, you're right, this is corny music.
She's like, what's my age again?
My mom's sitting there like, hello there, the angel of my night. And I'm like, oh, that song is fucking corny. I used to like it.
Like, oh man, this sucks. I can't do this.
That's how I feel like when these celebrities get in this shit. It's anything, bro. As soon as celebrities get in, I get out.
Show that puppy, John. Let me see
Oh.
that bad boy. That thing is so cute. I just got a glimpse of that thing. Did it run away from you?
Yeah, he did.
That thing's adorable, man.
He's
But
like,
yeah, celebrity NFTs, I would not buy that shit.
No.
Because like you said, they're kind of trying to undercut the ecosystem thing. Like, it's obvious they're going to be able to start a secondary market ecosystem. They're just taking advantage of people that don't understand the market. They're getting them to invest in things and saying that these are good investments, essentially. And I think a lot of these people might be in some trouble in a couple of years because of the way they're kind of pumping and dumping their own brands, you know?
Soldier Boy ain't got nothing left, bro. Like, that's why he's doing this shit. He's probably just gonna blame his Twitter manager or some shit that he hired.
Like, it wasn't me. I didn't write those things.
Nah, dude, that was not me. That was John. He's over there typing on my Twitter account right now. I don't even got Twitter on my BlackBerry. Don't even got Twitter. Like,
Don't have it.
yeah, they're gonna have
Screenshot.
alibis for sure. Yeah, scapegoats, and it will pass the buck of blame down, and it will get diluted to a slap on the wrist for everybody.
That's why most companies have social media like interns, because they don't want internal people that are actually on salary.
Oh yeah, you know how often they fire the people behind a Twitter account, but they love that shit. They love when somebody tweets something fucked up and it gets them publicity, and all they have to do is fire you, and they're completely out of trouble.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the dirtier side of it, and it's okay as long as people understand what they're getting themselves into.
Yo, you know, you mentioned like weird shit and marketing, and I posted something in my Telegram to see if people saw what I saw, and they didn't see it until I pointed it out. But there was a photo I saw in an article, I think Forbes or somebody wrote, right, about how like Street Fighter sold out, and I'm just like, no, it didn't. Like, Street Fighter did not sell out. It genuinely impossible. It just had a sale that ended. It was an infinite supply of sales, and then it just had a timer on it that said it ends in 24 hours. It didn't sell the fuck out. It was impossible to sell out. But they're going to use that marketing, and that's misleading.
Yeah, they're afraid to commit to making less money than they think they can. So they're like, let's just leave it open. Let me get the most amount of sales, the maximum amount, which kind of like cuts around the whole idea of creating a certain number anyway, or having a mint amount.
Well, we can see where the money goes in the community, bro. Like, look at Beeple and $6.6 million on a secondary sale, making the artist $600,000 in commission on one secondary market sale. He did that. He did a 1.2, I think, original sale on it. $1.5 million on one NFT. How much did Capcom make? A name brand company who's been around for who knows how long. And you got Beeple making more money in one NFT than they did on an infinite supply of NFTs that they sold for 24 hours. We can see that the community wants independent artists or low-key brands or just, grassroots shit, like blockchain heroes. So, you know what I mean? Rather than things like Splinterland or like Splinterlands, and rather things, than the Street Fighters. I got tongue-tied there because I wanted to shout out Splinterlands.
You did good. I think you did fine. I think people want original stuff. They don't want something that's mass produced anymore. They want something that's more personal and original. And if we're talking about assets, scarcity is key to having a valuable asset. A lot of people buy art to maintain value so that they can, maintain their wealth and actually generate more wealth for themselves in the future. So for a lot of people, art is investing. And that's why it fits nicely into the crypto world with NFTs. And it's nice to see people looking at it the right way. And I think it's like you said, it's because the community was built the right way from the start. So it started out as, the artist getting popular, and then finance found the artist and the NFT space. So it's like timing was kind of just right. Timing is everything, So I think timing is just perfect for that to happen. Like, we actually won for once because just maybe it's the odds finally worked in our favor. Maybe we lost enough times where like it was just our chance, or the stars just kind of aligned in some kind of weird form of poetic justice.
This was that moment where John was supposed to jump in like hopscotch double dutch.
He's like, here's my puppy.
And
as he's saying all this, I'm sitting, I'm sitting here thinking, well, yeah, I mean, look, I've told you many times, Nate, your art is.
oh, you know what? I'm gonna give you this heads up, John. Sorry to cut you off.
You go.
Your microphone sounds like shit.
Does it really?
Is that just me, Nathan, or does it sound like he's in like a tin can hallway?
It does kind of.
I gotta fix that.
It sounds like a huge echo. You might need to get like a sheet of styrofoam that
Yeah.
noise. All you got to do is put 1 or 2, maybe 4 at the most up right behind your microphone.
Gotcha. Okay.
I think it sounds tolerable, but it's just like wanted to give you the heads up before you recorded something or did like a podcast. The echo in your room it's impressive. It's acoustic. Do you do opera?
Yeah, get a guitar in there. Get your voice warmed up, and let's hear some music, man. Do this. Come on. Let's get a performance. Can you sing something right now for us, or is that too much to ask?
It's because I have no furniture in here. Just wait until the rooftop comes in and everything else. The bookcase will be good. Have things to bounce off the walls, and I'll put some foam up behind it. We'll be good.
Yeah, it sounds good. So I didn't mean to cut you off. I just wanted to make sure I let you know before I forgot, because it wasn't something that was really bothering me. But I know that after you recorded a video or something, it would definitely be like, damn it.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, so that right after recording like a half hour thing, what? But yeah, I was telling Nate, I wasn't really into art as much as I am now before NFTs, because it's like.
Well, I mean, you mean like owning art, right? Like you probably always appreciated art.
Yes, I've always appreciated art, but I didn't know what kind of art I liked, if that makes sense. Like what draws me to it. And as soon as NFTs came along, it was like, there's so much art out there. It kind of opens your mind to how much art is out there, how hard artists actually work to like put things together. I mean, it's, and I'd rather have a piece of art from, somebody who sits there and puts their heart into it and creates this beautiful piece rather than, you know what I mean? Like when you put your heart emotions into it, it really comes out nice. That's what people are looking for in this space, I think. They're looking for those unique artists, not more mainstream kind of, you know what I mean? In this community.
Shout out to Just Learn Crypto Show.
Shout out
for
to
the 420.
Also.
Every American child should own 420 Potcoin for their retirement.
Yeah, man.
Every child in America should have a Potcoin wallet.
Potcoin.
Potcoin for children. We should make
how
that
could
a
they
charity.
How would they get it?
What do you mean, how would they get it? We just give kids all the 420 Potcoin.
Yeah.
We go to schools and we do like, the DARE program. Like, I dare you to get high after school. Here's some Potcoin.
I dare you to use Potcoin.
I dare you to use Potcoin. The I Dare program.
That's not good, though, is it?
No, but I love it. It's definitely the shit we need right now to balance the fucking scale of society a little bit.
Yeah.
Possibly, yeah. I think something has to happen
That's
in many
hilarious.
ways. But something, give that Potcoin spark.
Yeah, bro, I'm in line for Top Shot packs right now, Zach Drew. It says, number of users in line ahead of you. 125,886. That's a lot of fucking people in line for a pack. Guys, I told you this months ago. Buy the cheapest NBA Top Shot Moments Series 1 limited editions that you can find. All the cheapest ones. The fucking cheapest moment Series 1. Buy the cheapest shit you can afford to buy, bro. And hold it for a fucking year. There's 125,000 people in line ahead of me.
That's wild.
This shit isn't even 3 months into existence. You know what I'm saying right now?
And a lot of the people aren't even from crypto, and they're learning about.
None of them really are. It's
They
just
don't even
the crypto
know it's
people are
possible.
just getting in.
This is what I said like 6 months ago. I was talking to somebody who owned a business, and they're like, "Well, I just don't get the blockchain thing, and I don't know how customers are going to get it."
Smart
I was
digital
like,
payments. I don't mess with NBA Top Shots. I don't either. It's probably a fucking scam more than not. It's like I can't get my private key, but I did fucking do a podcast with Crypto Stash last week and found out that they're doing some things with Flow and OpenSea and other things like that, and just to see the progress is comforting, but it is also just like, kind of wish I could have the private key to my LeBron James since it's gone from, I don't know, $150 to, I don't know, $8,000. I definitely feel better if I could back up that private key a little bit. Like,
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
the last thing I need is somebody working at NBA Top Shot to be like, that Ken said we might be a scam. And then they just go and, hack my account, list my LeBron James for $1, and then they buy it on the market from me after they hack it. And then they go, "Oh, Ken, your account was hacked. I don't know what happened."
Yeah.
Like, oh, inside job much?
That's the thing. It's either you want to either teach people what blockchain is or let them not know that they're using it, because they're going to be freaked out by a couple of things if they don't understand
Well,
it.
not just that, but imagine, the people that don't know shit about crypto that are using the NBA Top Shots as like an NFT on-ramp, like their first experience.
Yeah.
And a year from now, after they've already done all this, they've probably had a great experience. But a year from now, they're going to talk to one of their friends who has like a hardware wallet with all their crypto kitties in it and their private keys are all backed up and they sleep peacefully at night. And the other guy using NBA Top Shot's like, "Yeah, but I have like 5 2FAs just so I could sleep at night because my account's worth so much. And I can still get hacked at the end of the day." It's like...
That's the thing. It's pretty creepy. It's a creepy feeling.
Yeah, I mean, these are going... The last one just sold for over $200,000, guys. Like, that's a lot of money for one NFT. And there's... So, it's like the honeypot is just... It's huge. On a centralized project, it's huge.
Wait 6 months till LeBron James or certain editions are selling for $1 million.
I get that the NFTs have a blockchain. On the Flow blockchain, they are assets with metadata that are reflected on the UI. I get all that. But what you have to realize is that platform is your wallet. It's not like you have a MetaMask wallet that you log into and deal with. That platform is your wallet. And that doesn't, just because they're using blockchain doesn't mean much when it's all centralized and anybody could hack or, maybe quit their fucking job with an amazing exit rug pull, office space kind of thing where they're just skimming a couple mints off the top.
Yeah, I mean, I could definitely see that. Yeah, man, that's super real, and I think people need to know.
Oh, Zach Drew, I haven't even mentioned that yet, but you're 100% right. The people in China haven't even gotten into this shit yet. They will FOMO so hard. I don't know why American basketball is so huge in China, but it's bigger there than it is here.
I was going to say it's bigger.
Yeah, it's way bigger there. That's why the NBA will bend the knee to China and suck their fucking Winnie the Pooh cock whenever they need to, because that money is worth it, every penny. I mean, dude, you start throwing billions at me,
Yeah.
I'm more than considering it.
I know you'd do it.
I don't have to say it.
You're lucky I don't have that money, or this would be a crazy podcast.
I do get scared when I go to Bitcoin conferences. Like, some whale's going to be like, I wonder how he sucks dick. And he's going to come up to me and be like, "Yo, Ken, 100 Bitcoin. Come to the bathroom with me."
I'd be like, I would have to come over and save you.
That's that shit that happens in Hollywood, though, all the time, right? Like, it's like, yo, you want $100 million and be the star of the next Star Wars? Suck my dick.
It's the Harvey Weinstein thing.
Right, exactly. Like, I'm waiting for the crypto Harvey Weinstein. You know they're fucking out there. It's probably Craig Wright or something. That dude's probably... The reason everybody leaves Craig Wright alone is because Craig Wright got them all to suck his dick in a bathroom stall at a conference one day. Because they sure quieted the fuck up on that guy.
There's a lot of situations like that where it's dirty. Like, there's an ulterior motive.
There's some like Scientology blackmail.
Yeah, for sure. Like actually, before we even approached you with this, we obtained your entire search history for your entire life, and we
Oh
documented.
yeah, come speak at our conference. Let us use your laptop to plug into the projector, and we got your emails.
They just get all your emails.
Dude, I think about shit like, every person that's running for office has sent a dick pic on Facebook instant messenger thing at one point. Everyone. I don't give a fuck, bro. Every person that is in office in a political position has used Facebook to send a dick pic at one point in time. What makes you think Facebook isn't like DMing them like, yo, do this or we leak it to fucking TMZ?
Yeah, I mean, they could make any type of profile they want.
It makes me think like these social media platforms are probably blackmailing politicians or like waiting to have like the next one run, and Facebook wants them to win because they have like the dirt on them to own that ass.
Yeah, they would have a high interest in kind of doing it themselves. It would benefit them to just blackmail us personally.
I think about that when we start to see certain people in this space put up on pedestals. I'm just like, damn, they're actually whales, but they're puppets. And you look at these puppet whales, and you're just like, what the fuck do they got on you to put some strings on a whale and make them dance on a stage at a conference like a fucking nut?
That's some strong hands to dance a whale like that.
Strong hands, stronger hands.
Very strong, and that's the thing. Is that's my point about.
That's like megalodon, bro. You think you're a whale until you see a megalodon in the fucking depths of the ocean swim up and eat that ass.
That's why it has to go to the top. They wouldn't listen to anybody if they weren't important.
You're right. They have to go get some air and make some big traction.
Like they have too much power to listen if they don't have to.
Yo, Just Learn Crypto Show. I'm not gay, but 100 Bitcoins is 100 Bitcoins. 100%. Exactly. Yeah, I don't even think anybody would judge me as soon as I walked out of that stall with cum in my beard. Like,
I've seen it before.
I'm
just kidding. Everybody for a second was like, what?
Oh, thanks again, Roger.
And Norman. Don't forget Norman.
Norman, that guy. What a gentleman.
He's actually upset with you. He said that you owe him Bitcoin back.
Yeah. No refunds.
Okay. He's like, tell Kenn to I'm dissatisfied.
He's going back to
Like he was happy at first, and then he started to think about it, and he's like,
there's no chargebacks in crypto. They know better.
They're crazy.
This went south real fast. What's up, Dave? How goes it, bro?
Got weird.
Good to see you here, Scott. Scott's in the chat. So yeah, John, your turn.
John.
Here, take the talking stick.
John, go.
Oh yeah, last night. All right.
Woo!
I don't do microphones. I think I hurt Emilio's feelings. I was like, I just don't. Wait, I didn't know I was getting like what? Until John was talking, I was just gonna be into the audience this time.
I was sitting there and everybody was just sitting, and I'm like,
I usually get super baked after I say stuff on a microphone, That way I can use it as like a celebratory moment. You're like, oh, I can celebrate I did my adulting today.
Yeah.
I pre-celebrated for you, so I was in the right state of mind to be in the audience while you talked about NFTs.
It's out of courtesy and love, John.
Yo, Miss Teen Crypto killed it though when she got the mic.
She definitely did. She got up there and she went for it. At first she didn't want to go. I don't know, but she got up there. I was like, go. Tell everybody, help everybody out, let them know what's going on. She does really well. She's actually she was saying she's up in New York putting flyers out and stuff, and actually she just wants to help the community and help everybody understand Bitcoin and crypto who doesn't already. It's tough because people come asking questions, and sometimes we're just like, oh well, it's Bitcoin is this, and then Ethereum and ERC 720, and they're like, whoa, it's like you got to tone it down and just kind of explain peer-to-peer Bitcoin, peer-to-peer. stepmom.
Sound Genie said, my wife liked her speech. Yeah, man, it was good to meet your wife and your kid, bro. Good to see you last night, Sound Dr. Genie. Much love. Let me know when you mint that picture we took.
Definitely.
Yeah, he minted it last time. I feel like every time we do a meetup, he should mint a one-of-one picture that he takes with people. That's a really cool thing that he's doing. Put it up for auction. I'll put my bid in the hat. But yeah, she killed it, man. She does like online schooling right now because of the whole lockdown thing, and she had like 40 something students in her Zoom class or whatever. She was like getting them to download Trust Wallet, and then she sent a couple people like $5 worth of Bitcoin to show them how it worked. And I was just like, dude, I mean, that's the exact type of weird shit I'd be like. That's weird shit. Like, you got to admit, you're the weirdo now as an 18-year-old kid in high school on a Zoom call in school in the weirdest situation for a school. Like, the whole lockdown thing's weird. It just keeps getting weirder. And now one of your peers at 18 is telling you this thing you're seeing people like in suits with gray hair on, you know, TV talk about, and your dad and mom are starting to, like, you know, get into their portfolio. And your peer at 18 is like, here, I'll give you some of that Bitcoin thing you heard about on like Fast Money while your dad was watching TV. It's like, that is so weird. And that's the shit I would definitely be doing if I was like that age in high school right now during like this crypto thing. I could definitely see me just giving all my friends Bitcoin in class and just being like, yo, we gonna be rich dropouts, or are we still sticking around for this like end of year thing?
Yeah, what's that work when you're 18 and you're ready to graduate? You know?
It's like, yeah, are we just gonna go get our GEDs and go to Cancun early, and we can meet everybody there for spring break?
It's cool to see young people on the ground pushing adoption in a way that's like understandable too. A lot of this goes over people's heads because, like you said, it's usually their dad's watching some show and they hear the word Bitcoin a lot, so they're like, all right, it must be valuable, because we always believe our parents at that age. And it's cool to see somebody their age actually telling it to them in a way that they trust and understand. So yeah, I think it's amazing.
Yeah, I could never dumb down Bitcoin to the point I'd feel comfortable talking to like any, like, it would just be like, where do I even fucking start? I'm way too far down the rabbit hole. It's like I'm so far down the Bitcoin rabbit hole, I'm just like yelling up 50 miles and hoping that they can hear me.
Wait, what's that sound?
Right. I think it's Ken talking about Bitcoin again.
The ground is rumbling again. It must be Ken's pissed off about Top Shot again or something.
I am number 122,300.
That's the thing. Like, why? I mean, just stop the line at a point.
No, the line's definitely better, bro. It's the way this shit show has been going. The more they experiment, the more they'll find out how not to do it in the future. And so far, everything they've done is wrong. So now they have a great list of what not to do.
But that's the thing, like,
So
they've done one thing so right, which is make profit, that everybody's kind of like watching. So now
they're in beta. I have to give them that. They are in beta.
That's the thing. Like, if they just make some like minor adjustments, it's that's it. Like, they're like the biggest thing.
But try explaining this to a kid, you know what I mean, in high school. I wouldn't know where to start. But, you know, Miss Team Crypto, you know, that's, I'm happy that there's a somebody, I don't know many people at all, only maybe Miss Team Crypto, and I totally forget the writer, the name, the co-writer of that stablecoin book that he did with, what was his name?
Kusha.
Of course his internet breaks up when he's saying his name. With the one with Elise, Sam's?
Yeah, I believe it's Kusha Azim.
Kusha Azim. I think he's like 17, right?
Get it up in there so we can see.
Yeah.
Kusha Azim.
And
Elise Sam. So I think he's a young guy, and they're like the only two like kids I really know that are, you know, pushing out education in their, you know, communities and age groups. So I'm just happy that somebody's voicing it in that, you know, in that community. That's all. Because ain't no fucking 15 to 18 or whatever year old listening to me talk about Bitcoin.
Here's the thing, right? You don't want the future of crypto to just lie in the hands of big financiers. You want young people to also have a chance to get in on that.
The earlier they have it in their heads, the more they'll think about it, and the faster it'll evolve because, you know, no matter how much we think we know about crypto and blockchain, we are in a box, you know, and it's so much more fun when new people come in because their perspective, that field of view is so wide until they narrow it down to a field or a focus. But until then, it's just like limitless. They don't know what is or isn't possible, and they end up making things possible that were not supposed to be possible all the time.
Yeah, everybody always forgets these are the people that are literally about to go into computer science and start learning Solidity and these different languages.
The first adult generation that completely grew up from bottle with technology.
Yeah, they're gonna create the dopest things. Like these are about to be the most exciting times.
It really is though. People aren't ready for that because like we never had, like we think we got cool shit now, but that's really like people in their 30s that got into tech and made things. Like it's a bunch of old people that did shit. Like it's not creative enough that like they didn't grow up with it, right? They just made the things that what we've done with what we, you know, came into when most of us were in our teens. Like I said, this generation is coming in from bottle technology, like an iPad at birth.
Yeah.
They're going to do some shit we never thought possible because it's just, we're in that box. We think this is the limits and this is what we think we should be focused. And then Elon Musk comes out and says, you know what we should do? We should put batteries in people's garages on the wall.
Let's connect our brains to computers is what he's doing now.
Right. No, but that whole thing where he put batteries on walls, people made fun of him, and people got made fun of. And it's Did you see what it's doing in Texas right now?
Yeah, it's insane.
Only people that have electricity are the people that have batteries on their walls, like fucking weirdos.
Yeah, when you see the power of that when you have some sort of natural disaster, you know.
Yeah, wait till like, you know, kids that grow up with that shit come up with some shit.
Because a lot of people aren't considering that, like, you'll probably still have your power during these storms. You'll probably still, you know.
You have a generator that needs gas and you think you're ready.
Yeah. Oh, and one other thing, you know, I wanted to say about the tech and the young people getting into this space. You know that feeling that we all got several times probably growing up where you see the kids younger and their toys look cooler and cooler and cooler. And it gets to the point where, like, I wish I had, like, a little car to drive in when I was a kid, right? Like, what are the things going to look like in 20, 30 years where we look back and
like, oh, dude, imagine the kids that are playing blockchain games right now, man, and making six figures in the download. We don't have a clue. But there are kids, and if not now, inevitably playing blockchain video games. And they're going to find some kind of, like, you know, sword in the stone, and it's a one of one. And some 12-year-old kid in a video game is going to make six figures on OpenSea.
It's cool, and a lot of times from a country where it's harder to make money too.
Well, this I think may already be happening with kids in art because I know poopoo.eth, you know, poopoo.eth is it's Elon Gorn's son, and he does NFTs, and he's raised a decent amount of Ethereum for a kid making you know, NFT art.
It's crazy.
It's already happening now that I'm thinking about it. Oh, shout out to BitBoy Crypto in the chat. Hey, Ken, it's the cat, a.k.a. AK. Why were you banned from Twitter? The email they sent me was because I was spamming, and I think it was due to giveaways, so no more giveaways. That's, like, never happening on Twitter again. So 0 giveaways ever. I'm not even going to use the word fucking giveaway on Twitter. Did you check out the new Somi beta? I haven't had a chance to check out the beta, but I do love Somi. It's definitely one of my bigger bags. I've never sold any of it. I just keep powering it up and stacking Somi because, you know, I think it's one of the platforms that definitely has a higher chance of disrupting the Facebook space.
I could agree with that. I think the Somi platform, I think it has a nice interface too.
Yeah, they keep updating it, which I like to see. You know, it's not like it's a stagnant project. It is unfortunate that it's, like, always down, but that downtime is because it's always being updated and always moving forward and, you know, patching bugs or updating features. And I mean, it's just one of those projects that has never really staled out. It's always doing something. So that's why I have not really lost any faith in Somi and just been, you know, slowly waiting until they're, you know, their official release. Oh, he said, oh, wait, until you see the new one. Check out the Twitter. All right, I'm gonna have to. Yeah, I've been off Twitter for like a week and a half, and just took like a Twitter break emotionally. And since I got my account back, I have some catching up to do. So I'll check out what Somi's tweeting. Yeah, he said rest in peace giveaways. Yeah, unfortunately, I wouldn't recommend it. 100% no more. That is not worth it. I wouldn't do it. And I keep seeing people do it after, like, I'm just like, I told you you shouldn't do this.
Yeah.
Just do it in Telegram, right? Like, hey, join our community in Telegram. We have something special or something, right? And then do the giveaway in Telegram. Just don't risk your Twitter account. The new terms of service, unless you're a verified account with a fancy check mark, you can't get away with doing giveaways. So it's just like a ticking time bomb until they decide to just strike you with a suspension. And you keep getting, I think, 3 strikes. There's nothing you can do. And I just got my 3rd strike. So if I get in trouble again, there's literally like that email they sent me. It was like somebody's mom wrote that shit, bro. It hurt. It cut deep.
That's how they did it. They have like some moms that just write letters to people like you that just want to like.
Because they know you're gonna read that shit, right? That's not some Twitter spam. They know you're gonna read this email.
Yeah, you need it, and they want to be like, I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. And I hope that you can do better if we give this back to you. So they try to kind of appeal to that side of you that actually feels guilty. It's weird.
Right.
When the mom was disappointed in you, like that was always worse when somebody was disappointed and not mad. You're like, ouch.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it definitely hurts more. It's easy to not care if somebody's just mad, but yeah, if they're like disappointed, yeah, of course you care. So.
Yeah, the line hasn't moved on Top Shot in like 5 minutes, man. Maybe 10. It's just not moving. I think they might be sold out already.
What are those cashiers doing over there? They need to get
the
to
cashiers. Yeah, those smart contracts, man. They need to get to work.
Yeah.
Yeah, these packs are $100 each right now. I did read in a fine print they are keeping 1,000 of these packs for in-house promotional purposes. So I'm gonna try my best to, because since CryptoKitties follows me on Twitter, I'm just gonna reach out to Dapper, and I know Top Shot followed me, and then they unfollowed me the day I called them a piece of shit scam and sold to LeBron James for $1 to prove a point. They unfollowed me to follow up that point that they wanted to prove with, but I think maybe I could get a couple of these packs to do some cool stuff on. Like I said, I can't do giveaways on Twitter anymore, but I could do it in Telegram or in other ways. So it would just be cool.
you got a giant platform to actually get upset with you.
They were so mad.
It's so funny because they don't care about anything. They're like.
Well, they did follow me. They did follow me, which I thought was kind of cool because I was hyping them up. I'm like, yo, I got this LeBron James, I got this Zion Williams, and like all my shit went to like thousands of dollars, right? And then they had that fucking total bumblefuck of a pack sale, and I just wanted to make sure that I followed up all that love with an equal balance of hate because I was very upset. I felt personally ripped off. So I sold the LeBron James for $1. DJ Meat Popsicle bought it. He sold it for $200. And then somebody else bought it, obviously. And it's now worth like $2,000.
That's insane.
Isn't it, though?
Yeah, I don't understand how people are doing this in terms of like, I get the market and the resale, but it almost feels like bots are like buying them back off you occasionally just to...
That's why I listed all of my moments for ridiculous prices, like $250,000. Because somebody's probably going to set a bot up with a dumb typo, and I'm just going to eat some rich dummy's money.
Yeah, they might be setting them up to just buy things under a certain price point. Because like you said, buy the cheapest stuff. To some people...
Buy the cheapest shit right now on NBA Top Shot. All of it. If it's Series 1, that's the one.
Like, the price goes up. That line, like where people consider cheap, like as you become a whale, it goes up and up and up, and you go. Actually, I want everything under $1,000. Let me set this out, and your target keeps moving.
I know people that have put in less than 100 and have damn near 10 grand.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like somebody in the chat the other day was like, "How can I
John
like?"
said hi.
Yeah, like that might be the easiest way to make your money in blockchain right now. It's just
That's what I was telling people, bro. These NBA Top Shots, I've only put in a couple. He put in like under 100. I put in a couple grand. Like, I just gave away everything because it was stupid. Like, I gave away over $50,000 worth of moments, and it's public. You can go look up my username on NBA Top Shot. You can see my history, and you can see what those things are worth that I gave away. And I have no hard feelings with it because it's that early and that ridiculous that I am damn near guaranteed to sell my LeBron James for $100,000, and I'm more than okay with that.
You need to start wearing NBA jerseys and try to get sponsored by the NBA too.
No, what I kept telling people is I got to figure out how to get to I need to get to a game, a Lakers game, right? And I'm gonna streak across it, get arrested, but I'm gonna go tackle LeBron James naked running across I'll be in a moment. That'll be a moment. They can't not tokenize that.
That'd be a moment for sure. Did you ever see in the finals? I think that one
When
year.
was the last time somebody went streaking in at an official sport? You know what I'm saying?
I think it was like soccer.
I'll put one of those hospital masks over my dick and just like run across, like, you know what I mean? I'll have like those rip away pants that they have on the bench, so it's just like I'll be fully dressed. I'll be sitting on the sideline and I'll just have those button pants that you can rip off, and I'll just rip off my pants and run on.
Airways.
No, but I mean, this is definitely what they're incentivizing is like, imagine sitting courtside though, right by the net, and seeing yourself with your wife or your kid in that moment on that NBA Top Shot NFT where LeBron James is doing a dunk at the game, and now there's only like 300 of those NFTs and you have one, and not only do you own it, you're in it. You're sitting there on the fucking bench, like you got courtside seats.
Real time, yeah. People are going to be bidding on moments in real time.
Of course, that's what I'm saying. They're not ready for when the NBA, on your way out of the fucking game, you can stop by the NBA Top Shot concession stand and pick up your favorite moment from the game tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Six Flags. You go there, you're in the ride, you get out, and there's your picture on the TV. You buy the picture, but the only thing is you'd be buying an NBA Top Shot moment in the game. That's pretty wild.
Word up.
Is that you're like, all right, we should wrap things up, Nathan?
Nope. I was just saying, like, I just wanted to agree with John in a fun way. I know he's tired, so I'm trying to mess with him a little bit.
It sounded like the weirdest guy in line at a King of Hill, like, when they're all in the alley, they're like, yep, yep, yeah.
Word up.
Word up.
Word up. Bird up. You ever see Eric Andre show?
Yo, Eric, all right, so that dude is my hero, and if I could ever do like an in-person, for real crypto interview show, it would pretty fucking much be like the Andre show. Like,
let's hit the streets, bro. Let's hit the streets. Let's do some stuff. Let's get after these people. It
would be so good. I want to do something in a combination of like Eric Andre and what is it, Nathan on the Street or something like that?
Yeah. Oh God, with Nathan Fielder, right? Or no, you're thinking of Billy on the Street.
Billy on the Street. That's what it is.
Dude, that show is so funny.
Billy on the Street and the Andre show with like fucking Andreas Antonopoulos as my guest.
So you're like dressed up as a banana, running up to people with a microphone,
dragging Andreas Antonopoulos by the hand through New York City, saying, "Do you know who this is? Do you know who this is?" And nobody knows who Andreas Antonopoulos is in New York City.
It said you were famous on Twitter.
It said you were.
No one knows you. What's happening here?
How many subscribers do you even have on Twitter? Or fucking YouTube? Who are you again? Damn it! Offer your guest a cup of water, like a mug of water, right? And be like, drink and be like, that is the most LSD I've ever seen a guest take.
This is gonna be a fun show.
I would totally dose my guest with LSD.
Dosed and toasted.
They would sign a waiver, and on the back page it would say, "This is a waiver to do LSD on a network show."
Yeah, it's mainly just us trying to get them not to do crazy stuff. It's like, you will not attack the guests at LSD. You will not, basically just those stipulations. It's essentially to work against them more than
right.
It's a bad contract.
What I'm saying is, Netflix definitely needs to pick me up. I'm in my prime. Let's go.
Dude, my favorite show on Netflix is The Midnight Gospel. Have you ever seen that? It's Duncan Trussell.
Oh, that's Duncan Trussell. Yeah, I was saying,
Ooh, it's good, man. Like, he's got this infinite world generator that he's like going to. It's
Yep. I actually listened to it like a podcast more than I've actually watched it, which is funny because I have like that YouTube Premium shit, and I would just like put the episode on and just like listen to it as a podcast rather than like watch it. It's weird.
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah,
like
he's
one
got
of
a
those
good
like
podcast,
visual
too.
things. Like exactly, he does a really good podcast, and the way he does his show, it's so verbal. It's like visceral, right? Like you can feel what he's saying and going through, and you don't have to see it to feel it. And then you can like,
his inflection or his tone.
Duncan Trussell's fucking amazing, bro.
Let's get him. I want to talk to him.
That's somebody who knows. That's somebody who knows exactly how much shrooms to do and not too much. Like he found that silver lining of how
4.7 grams.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, what?
He knows the dose. He'll look at you and be like, "What's your body weight? Your BMI? Here you go."
What's your sign? Okay.
What's your sign? Oh, yeah, you might not want to eat it today.
No, don't eat that. Mercury's in retrograde.
Mercury's in retrograde. Oh, shit. John, I feel like you couldn't get 2 cents in over here, bro.
I'm enjoying it, man. I'm glad to be here. I really appreciate you guys bringing me on for the first episode with, your co-host.
Oh, this is the second. You're not the first. Sorry. We've been,
never been hit number 1.
These microphones are dirty, bro. We didn't even use protection last time.
I'm happy to be.
We went all the way to the core yesterday, and we were just talking like just geopolitics. Like we got right into it.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be super fun.
Yeah, this is only our second time doing this together, so I'm looking forward to doing it more. John, I appreciate you giving me a ride to the meetup, and it was awesome to see you rock the mic and speak to a room full of people that were just eager and hungry to learn about NFTs. And it was really cool that you could show them, the book that you did and how they can do like whatever they're doing with NFTs. And it isn't what they thought like it is with Ethereum and these gas fees where it's like very priced out. They can definitely use other blockchains like Wax or Phantasma or even Digibyte, Binance, Bitcoin SVs even got NFTs now. That all of it is better than Ethereum in my opinion when it comes to NFTs.
I have no comment. I've worked on everything, so I'm agnostic.
Hey, yeah, you're financially biased though.
I know. Hey now.
Hey.
You're right though. I'm not gonna hide from that. Like, you're totally right. Like I have like financial incentive to back ETH for sure. And
a lot of people do, and that's right.
Keep it real.
Y'all are investing in it too. I see it. It's not like the projects that are just there cashing out and going and getting Lambos. Not all of them. They're trying to make the ecosystem better, make things work, and scale with Ethereum and prepare for 2.0. I get it. Yeah. It's just like it's a house of cards, bro. Like if anything goes wrong with Ethereum, everything built on Ethereum is fucked. So nothing that is built on top of Ethereum has the ability to say that it is decentralized because it is centralized to Ethereum. Unless it's using some kind of like interoperability, multi-contract kind of thing where it's like you can interoperable, like what is that? Like what the fuck? Waves tokens and Ethereum ERC20s. People will have like the same token on different blockchains or currencies. NFTs that now have like bridges. There's like stuff like that. But other than that, you're centralized to Ethereum. You know what I mean? Like
even just inter-blockchain communication.
You're on a Titanic and there is literally no lifeboats. And you just keep investing in that ship.
Just keep investing. But what if we're in the Caribbean and there are no icebergs?
That's a possibility. Who knows?
That's what I'm hoping.
Who knows? You know,
I'm
but
hoping it's just like a good.
but
nice
we have
stream.
seen how heavy this shit is getting, bro. And it is starting to go lower and lower down into that sea because the gas fees keep rising. The fees are rising. The rising fees of Ethereum.
I was on stage at like a Clubhouse thing, which I know you hate them, but I was.
Fuck
I was,
Clubhouse and fuck
I was
all
doing
those
it.
goddamn suits, bro. It's literally
somebody was
Agent Smith offering you the fucking blue pill.
Somebody was like, "What's the biggest two problems in crypto? Is it like the not being able to buy in at the rising prices?" I was like, "No, it's fees and interoperability. Like you." Because they're all looking at it like investors. They're not realizing what's holding their investments back, you know. So
Fucking suits.
they need to
Fucking
learn
suits.
like about the actual environment and ecosystem, and not just like what it's worth. Like you
They're
said.
not gonna learn, bro. That's the
Well,
funny
that gives us an
part.
advantage in
They're
investing.
just gonna keep delegating their education to higher powers of influence or personal deities that are in the space, like fucking Andreas and Charlie Lee and all these people, right? Like Roger. Like, people just hire them or take their opinion for it because they must know more than me. They don't fact check the fact checkers in crypto. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they're never gonna get to that point. They're going to age out. And a generation will age in that just genuinely knows their shit and don't have to like worry about the smartest guy in the room being one dude that knows everything that has to do with your blockchain and your company and hope that that dude doesn't fuck up or want to scam you because you have to take that one dude's word for it or at best the other guy and that other guy for all you know is in on it. You have no clue.
Yeah. I've had to explain that to people in business, like they're asking about their protections. And
bro, I love when I see companies.
They lose something. I'm like, it's on you. Like
When you see a company hire somebody to make their token in-house, right?
Yeah.
And then you say, hey, who audited this smart contract that they built? Oh, they did. So the guy you hired to build your like security system also is the same guy that told you the review of how good it is.
That's
that's gonna work out great.
Isn't that why they would kill the people that built the pyramids? Because then they would have knowledge of like all the traps that were set up.
100%, bro.
That's the same thing.
That's exactly what. The corporations, if they want it to be real safe, they're gonna have to kill their lead developers at the end of the fucking day.
No.
They're gonna have to sacrifice the devs to the gods, bro. The blockchain
We
gods.
go back to the youth not wanting to get into computer science. Maybe
No, they won't corpo up, bro. We're just gonna see a shit ton of open source software pop up into existence, and a lot of the software now with 3D printing can produce hardware. So we're seeing open source software literally open sourcing hardware. It's never in the history of humanity been done before like this. Because you know how hard it was to get a printing press? Like, yeah, maybe you heard one exist and you have, like, the Bible, which was, like, the first book made on the printing press. But you didn't have a fucking clue how to build that printing press. So just because the technology was out there didn't mean it was readily that available. It was open sourcing information of books, but they weren't printing books of how to make the printing press and putting that out there into mass. They were doing it with the Bible. And then they realized, oh shit, we should probably teach everybody how to make this printing press. That way they can't really break all of them. And then they did that. So that's what's going to happen. All these people are going to know how to build their own blockchains, bro. When we see the next generation come up, the kids today, they'll all have their own shitcoins. Because we grew up playing with what? AOL profile editor, MySpace with HTML5 and JavaScript.
Yeah.
I played with fucking code as a kid. That's like an 8-figure job now with blockchain if I would have stuck with it. These kids today are going to grow up with the ability of knowing how to make their own NFTs, make their own cryptocurrencies, and potentially even build their own blockchain that will host the marketplaces. So they don't even have a custodial centralized marketplace that like Atomic Hub or OpenSea could just blacklist their NFTs. These kids are going to be like, I can build my own website, and then on my own website, on my own blockchain, it's on like something like, I don't know, Unstoppable Domains, and now it's on a blockchain using Filecoin, and all this shit. It's like, it's going to be a madhouse, and that's why I'm laughing, because we're going to see kids getting in trouble for tax evasion for the first time in history, bro.
You had when you mentioned the whole HTML thing and making websites and all that. I don't know if you remember GeoCities and Angel Fire and
Oh yeah.
all that.
Bitboy said Ethereum is not dead. Don't tell Ben. No, it is not dead. I did not
No,
say
it's not.
Ethereum is dead.
Nobody said
We
that.
are priced the fuck out of Ethereum. Like Lamborghinis are not dead just because nobody can fucking afford Lamborghinis, and that's great. Lamborghini loves that,
I
and
was
that's
gonna say-
Ethereum. They
I was-
love that nobody can afford to use that shit anymore.
Well, and I was gonna make. You've said a couple times, it's not for sending selfies, essentially. And I mean, it's a good point. A lot of these things weren't necessarily designed for that. Like some of them were designed kind of as business solutions. Like in a lot of ways, ETH was designed as like a giant business.
Yeah, it is. No, it's ETHing.
It's a market facilitator.
ETH is banking. That's what Ethereum
that-
is.
yeah.
That's why DeFi works on it so well. It's a banker solution. It's
Yeah.
banking blockchain. It's a banking economy blockchain.
Yeah,
And
and that's the thing that's gonna be hard to beat about it. But that's what puts it in the ranks of a Ferrari and Lambo.
100%.
But
It's going to be
but
the
at the same
Rolex or
time-
Lambo. It's going to be that high scale.
Yeah,
What do you want to call that? Like like a pinnacle or whatever, like something on the top of the food chain when it comes to, whatever, just because of the price, right? Like I said earlier, the only reason, Mark Cuban thinks NFTs are worth anything anymore is because NFT price go up.
yeah.
He doesn't know anything more about NFTs than he did when he thought they were scams.
He's just
He
looking
just
at
knows that people are putting more money into it, so it must not be a scam now. It's been around for. That's all. Same thing with Gary Vee and all these other posers coming
They
into
weren't
the
here
space.
for the ICO boom.
They didn't learn shit. Yeah, exactly. They weren't there at that time to learn anything. They missed out on all of that experience, and now they're going to have to learn secondhand. And as Gary Vee said himself, you cannot crunch experience.
I bet Gary sent 2 Bitcoin.
Or cram. You can't cram for experience.
Gary probably sent 2 Bitcoin to an address this morning because they said that they would send back 4. And that's my point. A lot of people aren't familiar with even basic scams in this game. Like half of my consults are about avoiding like getting ripped off essentially because it's so easy to do. Like you see everybody else doing this thing, like I want more money, and you just do it and you lose your ass, and it's unfortunate.
Yeah.
But
well, that's
you-
why I tell
you-
people that are, creating NFTs, and I say this about my own. It's like, don't buy somebody else's NFT until they buy yours. Like, don't buy a celebrity's NFT. Like, you know what I mean? And I mean that too. Like, just because I have a fuck ton of followers don't mean dick, bro. If you don't love me, don't buy my NFT, right? It's like, and then that's why I always ask, like, what NFT should I buy today? But unfortunately, a lot of people keep minting on Ethereum, and I'm just not the kind of person that's going to waste money. I'm just not doing it. I'm against taxation on every level, bro. Like, I don't even use BTC as much. I use BCH because of the transaction fees on Bitcoin. That's what got me into crypto, was like these transaction fees from banks and the ATM fees. And so seeing Ethereum, in the direction it's headed, it's just against my religion. I don't believe in paying transaction fees.
No, I understand.
Especially gas fees on top of it. Like, no, thank you.
Yeah, that's what crypto's supposed to be, getting us away from things like that. High crazy fees and taxes. Well, not
Yeah.
that. But it's a peer-to-peer system. It was built as a peer-to-peer system to avoid all of that. That was the roots of it.
Yeah, and that's where education's important for people to learn the difference between what Bitcoin is, what Ethereum is, even like what a stable coin is. There's a lot of ways to avoid fees if you're doing things in the right place. Like a lot of people are kind of in the wrong place, the wrong time, trying to do the wrong thing. And they don't
Or
realize
they're just
that there's
afraid
maybe
to step out of that tribe that they're in, right? Like,
Or
that's the real problem.
The other thing. That's the other thing. Like I've got that struggle too with a lot of projects I'm associated with. Like it's
Could
always
you imagine if you didn't want to shop at a store because they accepted MasterCard and Visa? Like, oh, it's Visa only or I'm out of here.
Yeah. Like, oh man. Yeah, it's good to be agnostic about these things. And just to kind of just keep going where the puck's going, like I've heard you say a couple times,
Yeah. Well, it's a financial biasness, you know what I mean? Like, even the artists that, you know, feel like they're fucked on Ethereum with all these gas fees are still motivated through a financial bias in that tribe of like, look, yeah, but if I eat that bullet on the gas, there's a chance somebody in the community. But if I go over to like, you know, Wax, my community on Ethereum will probably hate me and they'll probably never buy any of my Wax NFTs, and nothing but the opposite has occurred. Twerky Pepe has Ethereum NFTs that are doing nothing but taking off into space, just rockets to outer space. And then the Wax community, as well as the Ethereum community, are buying his other NFTs on other blockchains like Wax, and they're doing the same thing.
Dude, I don't know if I told you this. One of the biggest joys of my life recently was I was talking to an investor, and I kind of set him up with a wallet, was teaching him everything, and they brought up NFTs, and they wanted to buy one that day. And they were like, what one should I buy? And I brought him Twerky Pepe. And he's like, why would I buy this? And I explained to him the whole thing, and he's like, I still don't get it, but
it's so ridiculous.
I know. And he was bragging recently. I guess he resold it for like a good amount. He's bragging to me. And he's like, dude, you were lying about
not for nothing, but my NFTs have 10x'd on that.
It's pretty crazy, dude.
It is pretty crazy.
Yeah,
and that was a great early collab because like day one I saw that and NFT Ignition retweeted something and we were talking and I was like, let's do a collab and
get this going.
Dude, we had the greatest threesome in NFT history because that thing just keeps taking off and we were all there at day one to support him and I'm just so happy to see somebody like him seeing so much. It is beautiful, bro.
Dude, I love this. I just love just the vibe and the style, and it's refreshing to see fun come into this because it's like, once again, it gets this investing thing. Everybody's so serious. And like,
John, if you don't start jumping in the talk, it's gonna be real creepy.
I have plenty of thoughts.
It's just, I just feel it's like a voyeur thing. I feel like.
So listen, like Nathan's saying right now about Twerky Pepe and you know it being fun. I agree on that because I agree on it because I mean every day in everybody's day-to-day life, what do normal people do? Working 9 to 5 and everything, and you know then they get into investing, and what's the first thing they get into? Stocks and you know these things, and it's like it's fun, I guess, but like not like it is with NFTs. I mean, you get on there and like you said, you pull up Twerky Pepe. That's cool. It's fun. It's spreading positive vibes. Like there's a community, a huge community behind it. That that whole community, your whole community is like so helpful. You know, there's
one of a kind asset. No one else can have that asset.
Exactly.
Like,
that asset.
Yeah, that's
Twerky puts the ass in assets. That should be.
That should definitely be the slogan.
Make the T-shirt Twerky. I put the ass in assets, and it's just boom. That Twerky Pepe ass.
Hey, Just Learn Crypto Show. If you are listening still, I saw you in the chat earlier. I know you make crypto swag, physical swag. Do it.
Do it. You guys need to work together.
BitBoy says, "What is dusk?" Jasper said, "Dust." That was probably a typo. I don't know what dusk is. Tusk is a movie. It's awesome. You should, Dust Till Dawn. Yeah, all that. But Dust is a Wax token, or I guess an EOS token, used on the Wax marketplace. And it's a social currency that you earn in Telegram channels that are considered miners. So certain Telegram channels that have been given permission to reward members that are of that Telegram channel with Dust do so. And every time somebody in that Telegram communicates with each other by typing something or sharing something, they earn Dust. And then you can take that social currency that you've earned in multiple different Telegram channels and buy NFTs on Atomic Hub with that currency, and then sell it for Wax. Or you could even just sell your Dust for Wax. But most people buy NFTs with it because when you see certain NFTs on the marketplace for sale for Dust, it's not an easy currency for people to get if they don't, if they're not highly active in those mining groups. Or, they don't have enough yet. They can't really find a way to buy more or earn enough fast enough. So the people that have them take that opportunity to buy those NFTs that are only available for Dust and then resell them on the secondary market for more Wax than that Dust was worth. and therefore people are making money just fucking shooting this shit in Telegram. It's really crazy. To me, it's the Doge of NFTs.
There's also a dice for that too, right?
Yes, there's a dice room. You can buy NFTs, and based on different NFTs that you have in your wallet that you're using in those Telegram groups, because you can sync your Wax wallet in Telegram. So if you have a dice NFT, or I guess a die NFT, because it's one, right? It's one die. Yeah. If you have a die NFT, you can roll it and get dice every couple, or dust every couple minutes. And then there's like, a dust vacuum called the dust sucker that increases more dust that you earn in the community. So it's like an NFT based cryptocurrency game in Telegram.
While you're just chatting, yeah, that's awesome. I want I'm still looking for a die.
You got a connection to get us? Yes, I do, 100%, because I stake almost 1 million dust to my miner. So I am a dust whale in some sense.
Dust whale, dude.
Yeah, dude. I've been there since day one, bro. I love these like weird little social coins, and as soon as I saw it had utility on the marketplace to buy things, that's when I started selling my own NFTs only for dust, and they're going for like a 5% of what I charge in Wax, but that's because dust is so socially hard to obtain. I value it in that. I don't really look at the value on like the secondary exchanges. I just look at like, it's really hard for somebody to earn 420 dust, even though it's not worth that much wax.
Yeah.
I look at like 1 dust equals 1 wax, and you know what I mean? Like,
you have to have it means, because a lot of these things are modded too. So it means that you're really having, it's a measure on how many positive social interactions you've had in a lot of ways.
That's true. Exactly. It's
so
proof
kind
of community.
To be proud of. You know, that's kind of how I view dust in a weird way. I know it's like kind of outside the box, but like, yeah, I mean, it's a good social currency.
One of my sales sold out completely. I had 420 NFTs at 420 dust each, and it completely sold out. So I'm not only staking a decent amount of dust, I'm also sitting on a nice bag that I could use to buy NFTs as well.
And that bag's gonna like gather dust on top of it because you're probably gonna hodl it.
Yes, it's dust. So can we call you Dusty? Yes, actually, I am very dusty.
You've been there from the start. You're super dusty.
I am, yeah, dude. I like that meme. There's a meme or a GIF that people use in the community of, it's like, I think it's a movie with Tom Cruise in it, The Mummy. And it's just like the female Egyptian goddess or whatever doing that thing, and dust just starts flying around.
Brendan Fraser.
I think might that be the one. Yeah, it's one of the Mummy movies, dude. Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise is in a Mummy movie now, so it is weird that they used like a poor man's Tom Cruise and then they forwarded their actual Tom Cruise eventually.
Right, this didn't work. We need the expensive one.
we need the Kmart version broke.
Our disposable camera ran out of shots. We need to buy another shot.
Yeah, right. Dude, when you have to upgrade, and it still doesn't work, by the way. It was supposed to be like a universe, like, Star Wars or some shit, or like Avengers or something, like Marvel Universe.
Yeah.
And it was one movie. Good job, Hollywood.
Waiting. That's kind of a scam if you think about it.
Think about the investors that invested.
What about all the people that invested or bought into it because they're like, oh, there's a ton of these things coming. This is a good price. I'm getting
right.
1,000 of these for like.
Imagine if you invested in the first Iron Man movie.
Oh man, or Indiana Jones or something.
Ooh. Oh, dude, even that reboot ate shit.
I'm making an NFT of you where you're cut into the NFT NFT Jones, the Indiana Jones poster. For the Temple Doom.
NFT Jones.
NFT Jones.
That sounds like it would be like my 1850s jail yard name in the jailhouse yard. Like, what's your name, inmate? NFT Jones.
I'm NFT Jones.
You got like the whip.
What you in for?
Don't fudge with me.
Minting. Minting without a license.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, pretty soon that'll be a thing. I hope not, but.
Oh, definitely. What do you think? I'm minting NFTs like a madman now. Hopefully they can't fucking arrest me in the future and I get grandfathered out of whatever bullshit regulations they create.
I mean, you said it. You know, you need a license to fish. You need a license for this, a license for
If
that.
I need a license to mint NFTs, I am literally moving to like Bora Bora, and I will mint my NFTs from my like personal island. Fuck the U.S. government.
Yeah, dude.
You know how many? If I got a nice ass camera, you know how many pictures I could take of Bora Bora and mint them from Bora Bora, just making money in Bora Bora.
I could
Woo.
see you with a drone taking naked pictures of yourself
Oh.
on your own little island.
Oh,
From different angles.
bro.
Get minted.
I come from a land down under, somewhere
Oh, can we
beneath
play
the
that
sea.
in the show?
No, they'll fucking
People need
arrest
to know.
me.
I know. We'll get
The
demonetized.
YouTube police will come kicking
I
in
know.
my windows like the SWAT team.
know.
DMCA, get on the ground.
I think people would love to know that that's how we hype for this. How we'll kind of like get baked and listen to Land Down Under, and that's
Yeah.
like that's how we get like going for the shows.
Good vibes, good vibes. All right, we're gonna wrap things up here, guys. I just noticed we're over on an hour and a half, and I totally probably missed the meeting I had again.
Oh damn! I think I just got into one too.
I was going to ask you what line you were in on NBA Top Shots too.
All right,
The
2
best
p.m.
one.
Yeah, I got a half hour until my meeting. All right, let me wrap things up here. John, much appreciate you with the ride again to the meetup and rocking the microphone on ramping. What was like definitely over 30 people showed up IRL at that meetup last night. So Emilio and the Garden State Crypto Gang, Randy and the guys, thank you so much. Shout out to Nathan Hawk who brought some of those Garbage Pail Kids in. The other Nathan. He's like, not me, the other
Yeah, I
Nathan.
was like, not me.
And yeah, everybody, again, thanks for tuning in. BitBoy Crypto, appreciate you guys tuning in. Ty, probably you, right? Ben, hi. I don't know who's behind the count right now, but I know all the guys at the team. Jordan, guys, don't forget to check out Jordan. Post your link again to your NFT store. Jordan gives away NFTs all the time. He's got his first auction and first sale going live right now.
I'm actually going to drop it in the YouTube chat right now.
Great dude, so support
Yeah,
him.
thank you, John. Yeah, definitely great dude.
I just dropped the link in there.
Meow.
Meow.
Have a day, bros.
Have a day.
See you tomorrow.
Hello, happy bros. Hey, you're about to get a face full of the Kenn Bosak. He's a mentor. That's what I heard. He's a connector. Oh yeah. He's a brilliant leader. I've seen it. He's Kenn Bosak. Oh, happy bro. You gotta get some Bitcoin and hold it. Happy bros. You gotta get those NFTs and you gotta hodl that stuff. You gotta hodl it. 'Cause I'm Kenn bro. We got your Bitcoin, bro. He's an original. Buy some NFTs and hold them. How many times does he have to tell you? Going to the moon. We're going to the moon. We're going to the moon. We're going to the moon. Going to the moon. We're going to the moon. We're gonna get real high. 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 Yeah, we're going to the moon. We're going to the moon. Bro, we're going to the moon. Oh yeah, we're going to the moon. We're gonna get real high. Real high. Yep. Real high. Hello, happy bros. Come get some Kenn Bosak.
There are many different ways to buy Bitcoin, but the cheapest and fastest way to buy Bitcoin with cash is with a coin flip Bitcoin ATM. Coin flip ATMs allow anyone to buy Bitcoin with the lowest fees and within just a few steps. Hi, I'm Amy, and I'm one of the hundreds of store owners who partner with CoinFlip. In this convenience store, we host a CoinFlip Bitcoin ATM. We earn passive income, more foot traffic, and we get free advertising done by the CoinFlip team. Getting the ATM was easy. We just contact the CoinFlip team at info@coinflip.tech, and they handle everything with no cost to the store owner. This includes installation, maintenance, marketing, and even 24/7 customer service. We just provide a small space within the store. To get your own CoinFlip Bitcoin ATM and join the monetary revolution, contact CoinFlip today. info@coinflip.tech or fill out the form at request.coinflip.tech. 773-800-0106.